I'm Omar, and this is my message of peace. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Omar Sakrani. I'm 21 years old. I run a coffee shop in Leicester called Saints of Mokha, and I'm a Muslim. A robbery happened on our store early last year where a lot of things were broken and stolen from our shop. And this story is about how we retaliated to a situation and a problem. I remember waking up early in the morning, early last year. My father had messaged me to tell me that the shop had been robbed. I didn't believe it at the time. I thought he was lying to make me wake up early. But I remember him sending me a picture of the shop and the state that it was in. That's when I realized that this had actually happened. I remember looking at pictures just to begin with. It didn't look too bad. And then I remember coming into the store as soon as straight away I got out of bed and came straight to the shop. And I remember coming in, the door had been kicked in, so it was broken from the hinge. And there was just like wood and everything all over the floor. I went behind the counter. There was like cups and plates and everything just smashed across the floor. The till had been broken. The cash box were missing. The charity box was missing. We had like a spare grinder in the shop which had been stolen as well. And like the shop was just upside down almost. And at the time I remember when I had just found out, obviously I was filled with like anxiety and frustration. It was a difficult thing to like comprehend, to understand. It was intense. I was very angry and frustrated at the time. I couldn't understand why this had happened, especially to like a small place. Yeah, it was very difficult. After we had gotten over the frustration and the anger of things, we came to our senses a little bit, and we decided that we'd try to make this a positive message rather than a negative one. We wanted to portray Islam and how we treat other people in a positive light. So we went about to put a message in the window to whoever had committed the crime that Islam teaches to be peaceful and to respect other people, for we did not know what struggles that person was going through, to give somebody a chance to reflect on what they did and share a good and positive message. So we put a sign in the window explaining that we forgive them and we hope that they have had a chance to reflect on what they've done. We chose to forgive them because we don't know what that person is going through, how much that person is having to deal with, why they did what they did. They could be suffering more so than we are, and they did it because maybe they felt at the time that they needed to. And I don't believe that people should be punished straight away for something that they think they have to do. I think it's better to give them the chance to reflect, to think if this was wrong or the right thing to do, to give somebody a chance, an opportunity to start again. As a Muslim, as a follower of Islam and the Prophet ﷺ, we try our best to act in his way, in his sunnah, and forgiveness is very much a part of Islam and important to us. After we put the sign up in the window to share our message of peace, it gathered a lot of recognition. A lot of people were shocked by the fact that we wanted to take a route of forgiveness rather than punishment. A lot of people were shocked that we'd even think of doing something like this. And so many people recognized us as, the shop who put religion and put forgiveness first before their own losses. And subhanAllah, there was like posts and coverage from accounts all over the world. So many people that were giving us words and messages of encouragement that gave us like gratuity for doing what we did and sharing a message of Islam. People like recognized us all over the world, all over the globe. People were coming in from different cities all over the country and congratulating us on forgiving the people that did what they did. And I guess you could say that, alhamdulillah, it all worked out in the end. There was some good news in the bad news. My hope from this message of peace is that people take our actions on board and learn to be more patient with other people, to be more patient with problems and struggles that they face in their daily life. To always consider that there might be people that are worse off than you. It's easier said than done to say that, look down and think about how blessed you are. But I think it's a very important value to treasure what you have and to be patient with what you're tested with. Because everybody somewhere is going through a test that you don't know about. Everybody is struggling in their own way, and just as you are. And my initial message from this is to help people to be more patient, to follow the sunnah as close as they can, and initially just to be happy with how each situation goes, to see the good in every bad thing that happens, to make life easier.